Well, good evening, everybody out there in KMA land. Dusty Skahill here, and is it no? Do we have any audio going up here? I don't think I have anything.
You're listening to Century Sessions on KMA with your host, Dusty Skahill.
All right, everybody, welcome here to Century Sessions on KMA. It's going to be a live music that we're going to have here. We have Skinny Webb and friends for our very first one. We want to big time promote. Yeah, that's an alarm sound.
New message.
Department of the Social Security Administration. The reason of this call is to inform you that your Social Security number has been suspended for suspicion of illegal activity. If you do not
And welcome there, everybody. This is now, we got it all figured out here. Got our thing out of automation. Now we're out of the weather warnings here. Welcome to the Century Sessions here on KMA. We finally got it underway here. Hey, that's the enthusiasm we're looking for. We even have people out here in the parking lot tonight that are going to be celebrating. So shout out to all the people out there in the parking lot enjoying here. Skinny Webb and friends are in studio with us. I mean, it's going to be a pretty fun one here tonight. Skinny's going to be kicking off the Century Sessions for one, but we also want to promote that there's going to be the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame fundraiser that's going to be going on. That's going to be going on tomorrow at the Depot Deli. Not a better spot in Iowa probably to have it than that. I mean, does he do it every single year and it's always at the Depot? Is that what happens?
Yeah.
Go this is kind of something Skinny and I talked about. We're splitting with the Everly Brothers house. We're going to it's a split thing, so you can come in and give to both.
Right on, absolutely. That's Rick Hilliard on the mic. You guys are here and there. You're a current board member of the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Now is.
Yeah.
So Skinny is.
Yeah, I took over for Rick last year. He quit, and I took all the management duties of all the bands. And
that's interesting. I heard handoff, then I hear quit just a couple sentences later. This is a little bit of a two tales.
I think he died.
That might have to be next year's fundraiser. No, just kidding. So Skinny, I mean, just quickly here, I mean, I like to feature local artists around here. So just we know where are you from, where are you hailing now, what kind of artist-wise bringing you up music-wise?
Yeah, well, I'm staying pretty busy. I'm living in Bellevue, Nebraska, doing a lot of stuff in Iowa as far as gigs and everything. I got a place in Lawrence, Kansas as well, so I'm traveling all over the place all the time.
When it comes to me personally, I mean, I've known for Skinny for a while. He was from Red Oak. I was from Red Oak growing up as well, and my dad was always a big fan of yours whenever you'd come around and play. And then I would always notice when I got a little bit older and got to know people in bands that they'd always go, oh, man, we have Skinny playing with us this weekend. It's going to be great. This is going to be a really good one. We're all really pumped for this one. So that was the first little bit of lore before I've really seen you play a bunch around the local area, around the KMA listening area. But
yeah.
Let's go ahead and get the Century Session started. It's mostly about live music. I already screwed up enough in the beginning. We're going to have Skinny and friends eventually. They're going to rotate around and they're going to play along with him. But Skinny's going to kick us off first with a little bit of Jim Croce, Bad Leroy Brown. So,
all right.
I mean, I would say just go ahead and kick it off here.
On the south side of Chicago, in the baddest part of town. If you go down there, you better just beware of a man named Leroy Brown. Got a custom Continental, got an Eldorado too. Got a 32 gun in his pocket for fun. He got a razor in his shoe. Yeah, he's bad, Leroy Brown. Baddest man in the whole damn town. Badder than a whole King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, Leroy wanted trouble, and he stand about 6'4". All the downtown ladies call him treetop lover. All the men just call him some. He got a custom Continental, got an Eldorado too. Got a 32 gun in his pocket for fun. He got a razor in his shoe. Yeah, he's bad, Leroy Brown. The baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than a whole King Kong. Meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, Friday night at BKO, Leroy shooting dice. At the edge of the bar sat a girl named Doris, and ooh, that good looked nice. Well, he cast his eyes upon her, and the sun soon began. Leroy Brown learned a lesson about a messing with the wife of a jealous man. He's bad, bad, Leroy Brown, the baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than a whole King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Well, two men took a fight when they pulled him from the floor. Leroy looked like a jigsaw puzzle with a couple of pieces gone. Yeah, he's bad, bad, Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than a whole King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Yeah, he's bad, bad, Leroy Brown, baddest man in the whole damn town. Better than a whole King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Yeah, he's a better than a whole King Kong, meaner than a junkyard dog. Thank you, thank you.
Man, that was a really I came out more exciting than I even anticipated it was going to be. I was saying to Drew in the first 30 seconds, like, oh man, this is really good. Too bad that first minute we did go so swell, but man, that was a way for you guys to pick it up. That was awesome. Leroy Brown, Jim Croce, Skinny Webb. Skinny, what was the beginning? What was like the, when did you want to first become a guitar player? Is that from the young age, or is that almost one of those adult things where I was like, those guys look pretty cool, I want to do what they're doing?
Oh, actually, I wanted to play guitar since I was born, basically. I got pictures my mom took when I was 1 year old with play guitars running around the house. And finally, at 5 years old, my grandpa took me in a room and showed me this guitar case. He goes, big old guitar case. He goes, if you can get this out to the car, then it's yours. And I drugged that thing out for the next half hour getting it to the car.
Had no strings and a bunch of holes in it, but it made it to the car.
But he figured it out.
Turned out it was a 59 Les Paul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Here's what I always like to do the icebreakers first as well. You have to go back to the memory. First concert. What was your very first concert you went to? Can you remember that one?
Well, the very first concert was Eddie Rabbit.
Oh, no
You
kidding.
remember Eddie Rabbit? Love a Rainy Night. Well, I was at a fair once with my grandpa. He was like in the Shriners. He was running a booth by the Shriners and stuff, and he took me along. And he goes, "Hey boy, you want to go to that concert tonight?" I go, "Yeah, I want to go to that concert tonight." Well, you go on over there, talk to the road crew, and ask if they got a job for you. So I went over there, talked to that road crew, and I go, "Hey, you got a job for me?" And sure enough, they put me in the audience, and I was watching one of the guidelines that held the stage up.
That's great.
And they said, "Don't let anybody sit in those chairs." And of course, everybody was coming along wanting to sit in those chairs, and I know they were backstage watching me trying to keep those people out of their chairs.
Look at him trying. Look at him. You and Eddie Rabbit have like a Curtis Lowe relationship. Only go and see him. Can I go to your concert, please? I'll do anything.
I
I'll
should write
do
a song
anything.
about Eddie.
Shame on me. I forgot to introduce everybody here as well. I said Rick Hilliard because he said something. We also got Dan Sullivan in the middle here between these guys. We're going to try to switch cameras with you guys and keep up. JT's over here helping out. Also over here on mic, we got Jill Barr. Jill, where you from? Are you from up by Okoboji?
Yeah, I'm from Spencer.
Wow. Okay. Excellent. Thanks for coming
This is my
down.
first time in Shenandoah, so.
Hey, first time in Shenandoah. This is a great way to kick it off. This is perfect. The weather stayed away from us down here. Unfortunately, for other areas, it wasn't so. It got a little severe, but it cleared off just in time for us to come here. And glad everyone's here with these Century Session kickoff all summer long. I'm gonna have beside me Drew Morlock. He's kind of off camera right now, but when we don't have such many Skinny and friends, we have more musicians with less friends to have around. We'll see a lot more of Drew and hear more of Drew as well. He's even down a mic as well, so this is probably the least we're going to see of him all summer. But, man, I'm excited to get this thing kicked off. Let's just go with some more music. As I was kind of worried. I was like, what am I going to do? And people sing, just kind of stare. But, no, I'll just bob my head and have the time of my life is what I guess I'm going to keep doing. So what are we doing next? It's gonna be featuring somebody, but I'm gonna guess no one's gonna sit
Yeah.
there with
We didn't
nothing going on.
come in with a set list.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
No, yeah.
So
I
they're
see a list of
they're on the
sorts.
edge of their seat waiting to see who's going to sing that and stuff.
Oh,
So
yeah, that's
I
true.
think we'll go with Jill.
Who
over
drew
there. Jill
who drew
Barr.
straws? Longest drive
and-
wins.
And we'll do. Have you ever seen the rain?
Okay, excellent.
Someone told me long ago there's a calm before the storm, and I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain on a sunny day, and I know it's shining down like water. And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Yesterday and days before, the sun is cold and the rain is hot, and I know it's been that way for all my time. Till forever on it goes, through the circle fast and slow, and I know he can't stop, I wonder. And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day? Hey, and I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? And I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain coming down on a sunny day?
Ah, that's great. I see as well. We're also dealing with a bunch of liars. You're not from Spencer. You guys all live in Bellevue, and you've been practicing for weeks to lead up to this. I see. Aha.
I just
Yeah,
met these guys
you are not
today.
fooling me.
He feeds us once in a while.
Yeah, man alive, man alive. Wow, that was. I mean, so far we're staying in the '60s. Is that what the original inspiration of the?
Well, that's when we were all born.
Sure, I
think.
mean,
I
sure,
was
but
born in the
even
50s.
No, Jill was not. Jill is much younger than us.
Rick's
I'm
the oldest
sorry.
one here, so
Drew's the youngest.
I'm not for once.
Rick,
so
Rich is catching shrapnel over here. But when you started playing as a kid, is that what led us off? Is Fogerty's, Jim Croce's, stuff like that? Is that what was really the
Yeah,
Eddie Rabbit? Yeah, his hit.
Eddie Rabbit. I loved CCR growing up. I loved all the '70s music and '60s music. Man, that's some of the greatest music I think that's ever come around. Best rock and roll. So.
How about someone other than Pop that started saying, "Man, you can really play that thing"? I mean, is there somebody that, when you'd like to be like an adolescent or even like late teens, like someone's like, "You really have something going there"?
Well, when I was 14, so I played a lot of country up until I was 14, and then I discovered rock and roll. I was always kind of afraid of rock and roll before that, and man, I heard Deep Purple,
Nice.
and I was like, man, that guitar sounds cool, and I got a guitar magazine. They had some sheet music in there, and I learned every note to Highway Star. So, man,
Is that Mark IV?
Yeah,
Mark IV with Tommy Bolin?
No, that's before Tommy.
Highway Star.
Skinny's
Yeah.
learning Purple Haze. Dan Sullivan's dealing with, or he's learning Deep Purple. You're dealing with Purple Haze coming off your pool. We got Drew. Drew wants to ask some questions. Drew's the musician here now.
One of the things that I always talk about whenever I see JT at any of these events is how much we love the people that we get to meet.
Oh, God.
What does it mean to you to get
It's
to
crazy.
meet all these people and play with them all the time?
Yeah, I mean, music has always been a thing for me, and I loved singing and I loved playing, and I love being immersed in music. But more than anything, is the people and the beautiful relationships that you build and this cohesiveness, this brotherhood, this sisterhood that we have. It's just off the hook, and you get an empath, relationshipy. That's a real word, relationshipy person like me, and it's like when you can mix all that together. I mean, the stars align. It's just beautiful.
Yeah, well put. And I mean, that's why we got, upwards of 17 people coming tomorrow to help, promote the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's just
Look at the
easy to keep on
tailgaters out the window. Right
they're
now.
already
I mean,
starting. It's like it's a Duke basketball game. They're tenting out before the tip off tomorrow.
It's so awesome.
I mean, I can see a truck or so. I mean, I don't know how many we have out there, but it's already going to be. We saw Jeff Slater slowly stroll by. Shout out
He's
Jeff
out
Slater.
there with a beverage, I think.
So, I mean, we also need, we'd be weird to not do it, but I mean, might as well shout out Bill Hillman, the Depot Deli, for helping putting all this on. I mean, there's no one. It's
Absolutely.
when I came forward with this idea of having, trying to put this on, he's done nothing but help me, and it's just crazy how.
Yeah.
One, connected he is, and two, it's just, how helpful and everything. And it's just all a test. You saying that relationship thing only made me think of how Bill's able to been pulling everyone together and support this.
With Bill, and we were class of '72, and he's always been that way.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
always been the nicest, most beloved guy.
Yeah, that's Dan Sullivan saying there. So, always, been a big supporter there. So when it comes to tomorrow, is it going to be kind of like how the KMA live show was with people going up one after another?
We got some
Yeah.
solos going up, 3 people starting it out, and then our band Riding High will play a few songs. And then, then we got Matt Cox coming up after that.
Hey, there you go. Yeah,
And the $2 Pistols after that.
those guys will both be on the Century Sessions as the summer goes on.
And then we're going to come back up with a band, our band, to help these guys out with coming down here to do their songs. And then Gas and Grass are
Right?
kick it last.
Yeah, there we go. That's awesome. Yeah, let the young kids, end it there. Also got to say thank you to Legit Music up in Council Bluffs. They've been a big help with all of this.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you guys to all that. And then County Line, we have those T-shirts out there. If you're able to buy those at the County Line, you can get those online or in store. And then all that goes to the Wabash Trace. All of the proceeds for that to the summer lineup. It's got the Century Sessions logo on it. So thank them down there at County Line for getting that set up, promoting this whole thing. And I know I got to get announcements out of the way because it's the first one, Drew. But once again, I just could say we got to get back to music, I think. So let's go number 3. It's going to be Skinny and Friends again, I'd say. Let's go with the third song here, Skinny.
Let's go with Janice now. Plays
Yay.
Can't Find My Way Home by Blind Faith.
Yeah. Come down off your throne and leave your body alone. Somebody must change. You are the reason I've been running so long. Somebody holds the key, and I'm near the end, and I just ain't got the time. Oh, and I'm wasted, and I can't find my way home. Yeah. Come down off your throne and leave your money at home. Yeah. our body must change. You are the reason I've been waiting on so long. Somebody holds the key, and I'm near the end, and I just ain't got the time. Oh, and I'm wasted, and I can't find my way home. Ooh, no, I can't find my way home. Ooh, no, I can't find my way home. Ooh, no, I can't find my way home. And I ain't done nothing wrong. No, 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 I can't find my way home. No, I can't find my way home. No, 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 I can't find my way home.
All right.
Oh, man,
Janice Hill
JT.
there.
Ah, thank
Hitting your stride there as it was going on. Well, that was so good. Whew, well done, guys.
Steve
I mean,
Winwood is a favorite of mine. He's
yeah,
so
oh, yeah.
cool.
I mean, was that been singing out for decades then?
Oh, yeah, 17 is when I got in my first band. And so,
Ooh, that's interesting. How about everyone else's ages? What's the first time? How old are you when you got your first band? Drew, you can't answer. We know you're like 12.
I know. In utero.
Rick, what was?
I started playing after I got out of the army.
See, I knew there was like it's either adult or really young usually.
Yeah.
Dan, how about you?
My first band was, I was 15.
15.
I was 10.
Yeah,
playing
yeah. Here we go. The kindred spirits sitting across
I'll
from
take
each other.
your 10 and raise you 7. But yeah. I mean, so
That's
when you've
great.
been playing
17.
for
Jill, how about
45
yourself?
years,
First thing I did was I sang the anthem for a little-known artist named Tim McGraw when I was 18.
go big or go
Wow.
home, Might as well drop it right
Man,
the first
goodness
time.
sakes, that accelerated.
And it's good that we talk about that because let's talk about the association itself for a little bit. And Rick, I know you know a lot about this because you got me into it. What are some of the things the association does for young artists around here to help them get started?
Well, as you well know, Drew, you got a recording contract, a couple of them.
That's right.
I don't think you've taken your band up there yet.
Not yet.
The youth contest, which JT hosts, has been one of the great things, educating youth and then meeting all the people.
Yeah.
I travel quite a bit, and I go down to Arizona and run into people that have played at the, so I visit people around the United States that have played, and just the relationships like JT talked about earlier, and
Common theme, it seems like,
Yeah.
for sure.
it's
Yeah.
a very common theme. It's you meet people and you're going to know them forever after
Yeah.
you go get inducted.
So yeah, and for those that, go ahead, Skinny.
Oh, well, speaking of helping youth out, actually, me and Jill is heading up a workshop in
Love it.
Spencer on July 18th. We're going to have 10 students come in, and we're going to teach them about music, rock and roll, the music business, music production, and then at night we're going to have a concert that we're going to put on and have some of them participate in the concert. too.
Yes, that is exactly what we need more of. I love that. Fantastic idea, Jill. Good. I love that up in Spencer. They're lucky kids up there, I'd say. For those that don't know, that they might have glossed over because they're so in the world of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, they've put on a youth competition throughout the state, and everyone can submit their songs or submit it as a band. Or Drew, you said one time just a drum set won, right? Isn't that the guy that won the year before you as an individual? Like he didn't sing.
We get all sorts. Last year there was this kid that just played drums.
Yeah.
He blew everybody. You remember him?
Oh, jeez, he was incredible.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Categories, yeah.
Sure. And so, yeah, I mean, then they submit. If you get invited, you go in front of judges, and then if you win, you get to have a recording studio time, which is huge,
Yeah.
especially for young artists. I mean, It's huge. Other than Rick that has his own studio, it's big for artists of any age. I know friends that were really jealous of Drew, though. I heard he did that. And then Drew, what'd you do with it? Tell everyone what you did with the award.
So then it's really cool because it's really like a hands-on learning experience. So you learn how to prepare a set to get really, really good, and then if it's good enough, you win, right? And then you get a recording contract, and that's what I got. That's how I cut my first album. And so they're
promote the album, Drew.
It's called Senior. It's on Spotify, on the major stuff. But what they're doing, the association, that's so cool, is they're teaching a young artist through hands-on experience how to go through the whole process.
Yeah.
Like, it's incredible.
Yeah,
They give
I
you
love
a track, a platform to take to
Because
do what you want to do.
With the new technology, it's changed from when I was
absolutely.
starting out.
Yeah,
when I
for
was
sure.
Drew's age, none of this was
Right.
available. None of it was like this at all. So it's really neat that they're doing that. It's very, very
absolutely.
important.
Yeah, that Drew's album, Senior. I have a pile of records over there. It's the empty one because I swear to God, Drew, it's in my player right now. Is why that's over there. So yeah, it's. I mean, I can't believe how good it is.
Rick just whispered a good point. We got not just me from around this area, but Jack Davis from Malvern went up and won it last year, and Charlie Gandy competed as well, and he's doing Fridays After 5, I think this Friday, with Mr. Rick Hilliard. So come on down and see him because there's a lot of really good young talent in this area.
I'm glad you kind of promoted that. I don't want to talk too much because we do want to get to those to the music a little bit, but the point of this was to promote local music, and I didn't, Shenandoah especially. Don't want to take away from the Depot. Fridays After 5, Matt's Attic out there. I mean, I'm telling them like the rising tides it's gonna raise all ships type of thing. Like I kind of would constantly promote those guys. I tried as much as I could not to, interfere with any of their schedules or stuff like that.
Southwest Iowa, if I could interrupt.
No, you're not. No, now you're mentioning Southwest Iowa in front of me.
Seems to me to be kind of a.
It's a cultural
It's
mecca.
a petri dish.
Yeah.
Of music and all kinds of talent, not just music, but art. There's a lot of wonderful artists in this area, and
there's something in the
Art
water
Church in
somewhere.
Malvern. Yeah.
It's really a very artistic and creative environment around here. It's really
We're
great.
starting a new series in Macedonia too. It's going to be Thursday nights in Macedonia.
Malvern always does a good job of having their weekly as
Malvern
well.
is another town that
Malvern is.
Yeah,
yes.
like I said, all of Southwest Iowa, Red Oak. You got 518 down in Red Oak
Yes.
there. That's a wonderful
Shout out
place.
Phil.
And
Yeah, here's going to be the most painful thing of especially today's Century Sessions. We do have to take some commercial breaks. Don't worry, it's quick. We'll be back right after this to bring you more of the Century Sessions here on KMA.
The Depot Deli in Shenandoah is known for great food 7 days a week. However, there is so much more that Bill and his crew bring to Shenandoah and beyond. They love to support good fun and good music, and that's why they are excited to help support Century Sessions, like the one you are enjoying right now. Next up, it's David G. Smith on Wednesday, May 20th at 5:40 p.m. in the KMA studio. So stop by the Depot for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Thank them for the support of arts in KMA land, and continue enjoying Century Sessions on KMA.
Legit Music on Broadway in downtown Council Bluffs is proud to present the Century Sessions here on KMA. Legit Music loves supporting local music and local artists across Southwest Iowa and beyond. Whether you're a beginner picking up your first instrument or a seasoned musician searching for that perfect sound, Legit Music strives to provide the best service around and offers the area's largest selection of high-end guitars. Stop in and see why musicians trust Legit Music in Council Bluffs, proud partner of the Century Sessions here on KMA.
Do you hear that? Asthma triggers are everywhere, from dust mites, pet dander, and pollen, to smog and smoke. An asthma attack can strike anywhere, anytime. Be prepared with quick-acting Primatene Mist. Clinically proven to open airways quickly. It's the #1 FDA-approved asthma inhaler available over the counter. Primatene Mist. Breathe easy again. Use as directed.
And welcome back here to the Century Sessions here on KMA. Live music on KMA once again. I mean, kind of the inspiration of what I was even doing. It was because I was looking through those old posters back there, and there's one that's from the stage, and it outlooks the audience of hundreds of people that are just facing there waiting for some entertainment to go on. And I was like, man, our evenings just don't have that here on KMA. So thank goodness we have Skinny Webb and friends to help at least cover this hour. Dusty, Skahill, Drew Morlock are here to bring you today's Century Sessions. Once again, shout out to all those wild people out in the parking lot for helping us celebrate.
Hey, guys.
They're here celebrating with us because they're also going to be celebrating tomorrow at the Depot Deli. Go and check that out. It's going to be a fundraiser for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame and the Everly Brothers Foundation. When is that starting, Rick? I mean, we talked about when and everything.
Start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's even earlier than I would have thought. So all day pretty much we're going.
When we're done.
Yeah, exactly. Quit when we're done. When Gas and Grass runs out of all their gas. So we did have to take that commercial break. Haven't sang in a while. Let's get to another one. What else are we going to do here, Skinny?
All right, well, we got Rick Hilliard over here, and he's going to do the cuckoo. Which
There we
is
go.
an
Appropriate.
These guys doing their 60s and 70s. This goes back to the 1800s. This is a mountain song that was handed down over generations. There's tons of versions
It's an
of
old
it.
Welsh tune.
A whole ancestry of Foolness Cuckoos. There we go. All right, here we go. Take it away, guys.
Oh, the cuckoo. She's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies. She lives across till the 4th day of July. Gonna build me a log cabin on a mountain. So I can see Willie as he goes by. Yeah, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies. She never cries cuckoo to the 4th day of July. See, I play cards in England, and I play cards in Spain, and I'll bet you $10 that I beat you next game. Jack of diamonds. Jack of diamonds, I knew you of old. You my pipe, your pockets, my silver and my gold. Yeah, the cuckoo, she's a pretty bird. She warbles as she flies. She never cries cuckoo to the 4th day of July.
Take one, Skinny.
You know, I've seen Dan play the mandolin before, and I didn't see him having it. I must have it tucked away down there because I was like, I wonder where he has that thing if he's going to switch out to it eventually. But I'm glad it made its appearance.
It was in his pocket.
Hey, he keeps it in his pocket.
Yeah. Wait a minute, he has two of them then?
Did you just say it keeps him from talking?
No. Yeah. So yeah, welcome back here, Century Session, Skinny Webb and friends. Dusty Skahill here, and we're kind of trying to feel out things as this is the very first one in our summer kickoff series here. We're kind of talking about what the format's going to be. You know, we're going to play a little bit, talk, and this might be the most people we have in here throughout the whole summer, but I mean, it's still a good way to kick it off. And with it being about playing and talking and getting to know a little bit, I think Drew had a pretty good one he wanted to ask here before we get into it.
Well, I was thinking about it during that last song. I used to play percussion for Dan and Rick over there, and it's like I never would have discovered that great song had it not been showed to me by you two. And so it takes me back to that thing with the people. So what are some influences that you guys have gotten that have been introduced to you by other musicians or maybe parents or things like that, you know? Dan, I know you said when you were young you played with was it a brass band? You had a horn section?
When I was 17, I was enlisted to travel around the Midwest with a bunch of music majors from Northwest Missouri State down in Maryville. And that was a learning experience for me because at that point I was just a rock and roll kid, right? So I'm 17 years old and real wet behind the ears as far as that goes. And I met these guys while I was working with a rock band down there, and they took me on tour with them, and there was 9 of them. And we were playing Blood, Sweat, and Tears in Chicago, and Sons of Champlin, and Chase, and all of these brass. It was very popular back then. This was in 1971.
Oh my God.
Yeah, 1971. I know. And I had to
Eddie Rabbit was only like 30 years old.
Relearn how I approached the instrument, basically.
Oh, yeah.
Did they teach you about life?
They taught me a lot about life.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
we traveled around in a big school bus all over the Midwest.
Oh my gosh.
With a bunch of college guys, college musician guys.
And all their brass instruments.
I grew up fast. Yeah.
Well, you know, that's one of the greatest things about music is being able to meet so many different people, you know, being able to play with Rick and Dan. I've learned so much on guitar from Dan and the way he plays. Janice, we were actually inducted into the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame the same year, and what they do during the induction concert is they have an all-star band of all the individuals who are inducted. And me and Janice were in that all-star band together, and that band ended up becoming one of the bands for the veterans show that we have every year. And we've become lifelong friends with everyone who was in that band. We've just been lifelong friends ever since.
That's the rock and roll, rock the Vets. That's what that is.
Rock for
Vets.
Yeah.
That goes on at the Wilson in Red Oak every
November.
Year.
Tell us a little bit about that.
The first Rock for Vets we held under the tent over here at Bill's place, and your band played. Jimmy Weber opened up.
Peace, Love, Etc.
played that one. It rained. Last night, rain in Tabor was nothing. The tent was sagging, and we were
I've never been that wet and had clothes on in my life.
The next year was COVID. We had to skip a year, but this will be the 5th year, I believe, at the Wills Performing Arts Center.
Very cool. And then when will that be?
That's going to be November 7th this year.
All right. Cool. But we talked about trying to bring that up, and then boom, just casually got brought up into it. Let's do another song. Let's just get into another one. I mean, I'm just having such a blast. It's great.
Let's go back to Jill here. These boots are made for walking.
Okay.
You keep saying you've got something for me, something you call love, but confess you've been a messy where you shouldn't been a messy, and now someone else is getting all your best. That's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep lying when you ought to be truthing. You keep losing when you ought to not bet. You keep saying when you ought to be changing. Now what's right is right, you ain't been right yet. 'Cause these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. You keep playing where you shouldn't be playing. You keep thinking that you'll never get burned. Ha! Well, I just found me a brand new box of matches. Yeah. What he knows now, you ain't had time to learn. 'Cause these boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these boots are gonna walk all over you. Are you ready, Boots?
Yes.
Start walking.
All right.
That was excellent.
Are you ready, Boots? Yes. That was a great addition.
I always get the. I saw that video on Facebook a couple of weeks ago with Nancy Sinatra, and she does that. I think it's called the pony during that horn part at the
Oh,
end.
yeah. know. He
Dance
doesn't
for
know.
Pony.
I tried to recreate that.
Yeah.
I want Jill to do that when we do it tomorrow. I want you to do the pony when I go there.
All right.
You got
Man.
boots with you?
I brought the boots. I brought the boots. Yes.
She could pull it off. I would look like Elaine Bennett.
It would be very, very awkward,
That's
Janice.
great.
I would
That's
be very
fantastic.
awkward.
Jill, I have to say, I put
Yeah.
on the headphones just to see what it was sounding like, and I literally got goosebumps. That was sounding so good over the air, guys. It was
Thank
amazing. I couldn't
you.
imagine it sounding better. So when it goes to the Hall of Fame, no matter what age you were, I'm sure it's a huge honor. So Skinny, we'll start with you. Technically, what did it mean to when you find out you're going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame? How did you find out, and what did it mean?
Well, actually, Rick Hilliard, I had just moved back to the Omaha area, and Rick Hilliard spent 2 months trying to get a hold of me because we were in the middle of COVID, and I was so busy with so many things, I didn't even know it was him calling. So finally I found out that I had been inducted, and I just couldn't believe it, really. I mean, it was having been, an Iowan all my life and born in Iowa. It's just such a great honor to be a part of that. And then to actually move even forward and become a board member and then vice president has been an incredible honor. So I just can't believe it, really.
Are there restrictions for, or not? I mean, like guidelines you have to make in order to get it. You have to be so. Is it of?
That we have a category that you can. It's Spirit Award winners do not have to have their 25 years. They're just. It's not really. Spirit is not a real induction. It's just an honor.
Honorary kind of a
honorary thing.
Yeah, we divided up into individuals, artists who basically have accolades through for 25 years, but we also have bands that are inducted as well.
Yeah.
On top of those Spirit Awards.
I will say, I want to throw one thing in there as one of the. I was inducted in the category of women who rock. And I think they've kind of eliminated that category and morphed the women in with the men as an individual artist. But I gotta say, I was very proud to be a woman who rocks because there are so few in the industry. Comparatively speaking, it's a very disproportionate number. And I love being a woman who rocks, and that was just really a fabulous thing for
Didn't
me.
you do a study? It's like 13% women
Yeah,
in the industry.
13% women. Yeah.
Well, JT, I think we all can safely say you do rock. It's been pretty great having you here so far, that's for sure. Skinny Webb and friends are in studio here on KMA to get this Century Sessions in here. Bill Hillman's just outside and wearing his Jeff Slater Live t-shirt. That's a fantastic t-shirt. Good thing. Good thing we don't have a camera pointed out there. We do have security cameras, though, Bill. We caught all that. Caught it all.
I think there's a hefty fine for that view.
All right, let's go ahead and take our last commercial break. And actually, the one that's going to be playing off first is the man that just walked by that window. So we'll be back right after this break to bring you the rest of the Century Sessions here, starting from 7 to 8 on KMA.
The Depot Deli in Shenandoah is known for great food 7 days a week. However, there is so much more that Bill and his crew bring to Shenandoah and beyond. They love to support good fun and good music, and that's why they are excited to help support Century Sessions, like the one you are enjoying right now. Next up, it's David G. Smith on Wednesday, May 20th at 5:40 p.m. in the KMA studio. So stop by the Depot for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Thank them for the support of arts in KMA land, and continue enjoying Century Sessions on KMA.
Legit Music on Broadway in downtown Council Bluffs is proud to present the Century Sessions here on KMA. Legit Music loves supporting local music and local artists across Southwest Iowa and beyond. Whether you're a beginner picking up your first instrument or a seasoned musician searching for that perfect sound, Legit Music strives to provide the best service around and offers the area's largest selection of high-end guitars. Stop in and see why musicians trust Legit Music in Council Bluffs, proud partner of the Century Sessions here on KMA.
Warmer weather is finally here, and that means cookouts,
ball games,
and maybe enjoying some time on the water.
But it also means lots of heavy foods, sweets, and maybe an extra adult beverage or two. Thank goodness we both take Active Liver from New Nordic. Did you know your liver works around the clock processing food, sugar, alcohol, and everyday toxins? All the things that can really impact your health.
That's why daily support matters. Active Liver is designed to protect normal liver function and support your body's natural detox process.
With trusted natural ingredients like milk thistle, turmeric, and artichoke extract, it's gentle enough to take all year long.
No harsh cleanses, no extreme detoxes, just simple daily liver support. We really feel the difference.
Active Liver helps us enjoy the good things in life with peace of mind that our liver isn't working overtime. Active Liver is available online at Amazon or NewNordicUSA.com, and you can find it in stores at CVS, Meijer Grocery, Wegmans, and now Active Liver is available at your local GNC.
And welcome back here to the Century Sessions here on KMA. Live music for you guys back on KMA from 7 to 8 o'clock tonight. Skinny Webb and friends are in the studio performing for you guys. We're on the AM and the FM. You can catch us online as well. We got the video streaming. It's on our website, on the KMA YouTube page. I don't know if we can see Bill. You can't see Bill. I can see him on the computer. Yeah, you get Bill Hillman down there. For a man that should stand so high, he's sitting on the ground behind Skinny Webb. So let's just go ahead. We got 7 or 8 minutes left. I think we get 2 songs in, I think. Let's try to get 2 of them. Let's go ahead and start with one here, Skinny.
Play Gold Dust Woman.
Stevie Nicks.
All righty.
Gold dust woman, take your silver spoon and dig your grave. Heartless challenge, pick your path and I'll pray. Wake up in the morning, see a sunrise, love to go down. Lousy lovers, they pick their prey, but they never cry out loud. Did she make her cry, make it break down, shatter your illusions of love? Tell me, is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? kings and queens. Follow those who pale in your shadow. Yeah. They say rumors make bad lovers. You better put your kingdom up for sale. Did you make you cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? And tell me, is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? Did you make her cry, make you break down, shatter your illusions of love? And tell me, is it over now? Do you know how to pick up the pieces and go home? Go home. Those boys
Absolutely.
play.
I mean, so the music's been so good. We'll have so much. I'm just gonna say, let's go to another one. Let's just do another one real quick. Maybe somewhat the shortest one.
All right.
I'm glad we got to feature everybody as well. We got to play along. That's great.
Okay, I think I'll sing one again. I think I'll
do
do
it.
some Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Oh, let's hear it.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. When the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. When the house is a rockin', don't bother. Come on in. Walking down the street, you can hear some sounds. And the white honky-tonk is really laying it down. I've seen it all for years. Start spreading the news. We got room on the floor. Come on, baby, shake those loose. Yeah, when the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. When the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. When the house is a rockin', don't bother. Come on in. Yeah, when the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. When the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. When the house is a rockin', don't bother. Come on in. Kick off your shoes, start losing the blues. This old house ain't got nothing to lose. I got it all the years. Start spreading the news. We got room on the floor. Come on, baby, shake those blues. Yeah, when the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. When the house is a rockin', don't bother knocking. When the house is a rockin', don't bother. Come on in. Yeah, when the house is a rockin', don't bother. Come on in. One more time, boys.
Okay.
Yeah, when the house is a rockin', don't bother. Come on in.
Yes, Skinny boy, nicely done.
Absolutely perfect, Skinny Webb and friends. Excellent. God, I'm so glad you guys were the first century session here. We're almost about done. We got just a couple of minutes left. Let's go ahead and promote all we want to promote. Obviously, the Iowa Rock and Roll Hall of Fame Association, big shout out to them. Thank you so much. Legit Music, thank you so much for making this happen. Depot Deli, been a big one as well. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame going to be tomorrow, the fundraiser for them and the Everly Brothers. Tomorrow, starting at 1, going till whenever Rick Hiller can keep standing up straight, which I might put a 12-hour cap on that. Skinny, though, I want to thank you big time for coming in here. What anything you want to promote before we let you guys all go?
I want to thank you for coming in here, or for having me come in here. And I thank you for putting on this show. And I also want people to go to iowarockandroll.com. It's the Iowa Rock and Roll Music Association website, and get a membership. Go to the membership tab and get a membership, get involved, and we'd love to see you around.
Now, these guys are all going to be on here later in the summer. Jill or JT, anything you guys want to say or promote before we let you guys go here before we hit the top of the hour?
One of the cool things that I want to promote, and I know Drew would love this, is to get the kids involved. And if you feel like you have some vocal talent, whether you feel like you got a great band, whether you feel like you're a good songwriter, whether you feel like you're a good instrumentalist, we want you to be sending your audition tapes in. I think the middle of next month is when the audition tapes are being accepted. June 15th, and that's how those auditions start for the Iowa Rocks Talent Contest that will take place over Labor Day weekend.
That's very awesome. Helping out those the youth of Spencer, up in Spencer, as well as Jill. Anything else you want to do? Plug here real quick.
I just wanted to say a big thank you to you, and thank you to everybody in this room. Kind of being from the northwest corner of the state, a lot of people think that the association is just there, but it is statewide. Anyone can be involved in the state. Southwest Iowa is a wonderful ambassador for everything music, and I feel particularly blessed to be able to be with you folks tonight, and have a great time, and we will see you all tomorrow.
Right back at you, Jim.
Hurry, Rick, you got one?
Amen.
Bring your money, your wallet.
Money, spirits, everything. Tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Thank you, guys.
Depot starting at 1 o'clock. Bring some crypto. We'll take that.
Century Sessions on KMA. Thank you guys all for listening.
Thanks. See ya.
Thanks for listening to KMA 960 Shenandoah and KMA FM 99.1 Clarinda, Shenandoah.